Okay. So thank you so much for joining us tonight on a Saturday night. I hope everyone had dinner already, or actually some people are from California, I believe, or all over the United States. First, again, thank you so much. My name is Mincy Chin. I'm also a member of iHealth, if most of you probably don't know me, part of Shelly's team. So today my role is actually going to be moderating, and I'm super excited to be here with Bibi, who is our trainer for today. Bibi is a super successful entrepreneur, and she's also an international speaker with tons and tons of experience doing trainings, motivational speaking, and right now she's also a member of iHealth. So I'm very happy to have her with us, and she has offered to try to do these trainings with us once a month. So hopefully we'll be able to continue doing this. And after Bibi, we actually have Scarlett Chow, who, as most of you probably know, she's our iHealth Senior Global Market Advisor, and she's going to be joining us as well at the end of the session. So super honored to have her with us because she's going to be here sharing her story, her experience, and also walking us through some of the benefits of NNM. So stay tuned till the end for her, and she's going to provide her story and her topics. So today we are actually, obviously here to learn how to live our best lives. As the title suggests, Bibi is going to go through some tools and advice on how we can live our best life. And some of it is, just being self-motivating and so on and so forth. But I'm going to let Bibi go on with that because she's the pro. And besides that, we wanted to provide this training for everyone because we wanted to, provide a resource for all of our members and potential members to better themselves, to enhance themselves. And because there's so much going on in the world, like right now is actually the best time to do things like this. Like how do we, have our own residual income? How do we have a secondary income? Because a lot of people, probably like myself, has probably a full-time job. So I'm actually a global director of HR for an international retail company and a mother of two right now. So for myself, I've been actually like with COVID and everything, we just never know what's going to happen in the world, right? We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I may lose my job or whatever it could be, but also like just having a second passive income as well, like that's great. And, that's part of the reason why we're here, right, with iHealth. And we really think iHealth is going to be something that will provide a lot of people with an opportunity to start living, start having a better life. And really, I think there's a lot of successful people and a lot of people who are here that are iHealth members that have successful stories. So we're really hoping that this training will be able to kind of lead you into it and motivate you to join iHealth if you are not already a member. But if you are, great, and really take this opportunity to learn how to live your best life. So I'm actually going to hand it over to Bibi. She's going to provide you with a beautiful presentation to really learn how to live your best life. Feel free to interrupt her or anything. There's a chat box if you have questions, but at the end, we're also going to have a Q&A session after Charlotte's portion. So yeah, thank you so much, Bibi. All yours.
Okay, hello everybody. How are you doing? And good evening, to everyone in the States, and good morning to everyone in Asia, and maybe evening also in Europe. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend so far. And so let me introduce myself briefly again. Mincy mentioned earlier, I am actually an entrepreneur. I run a few businesses, and I'm also a corporate trainer for several companies. And I'm so happy to be a part of this iHealth team to be giving monthly trainings for the members. But before I start, can I just, get an idea? How many of you are tuning in from Asia, and where, which city are you checking in from, or in America, where are you tuning in from? Can you just type in the chat box so that I get an idea who I'm speaking to? So let's see where everyone's from. Kuala Lumpur, hi, I'm actually currently in Malaysia. Sydney, New York. I see a lot of people from Malaysia, and as Ronnie from Penang, I'm actually physically right now in Penang, Malaysia. Boston, New York. Great. So I hope everyone's having a really, really wonderful weekend. And let me just share with you a little bit about my story. So please allow me to share a little bit, okay? And it's very relevant to our title, Live Your Best Life. So I was born and bred in the country called Malaysia, and which I'm currently in right now. And from my childhood, I lived a pretty comfortable childhood. So from very young, I've always wanted to be successful. I just didn't know how, but I knew I wanted to be successful. So I studied really hard, get into one of the best school, and then go into college, right? And in my mind, I thought being successful was just financial success. So in my mind, I thought all I need to do was work hard, get a good degree, and then you're set for your life. So let me share with you my journey, okay? Okay, so this is the stories before my 20s, okay? So around college, I got lucky. I got scouted into modeling. So I appeared on many television commercials. I even joined beauty pageant. I won beauty pageant. I represented Malaysia in international beauty pageant. So everything was sweet. I was making a lot of money for my age that I was able to support myself through to college, okay? But this is what happened after my teenage years. So this was my 20s, okay? So in my 20s, I believed that I needed to work hard. So I was working so hard. I was working Monday to Saturday, sometimes Sunday, sometimes Christmas Day, sometimes New Year's Day. And I was working from 9 a.m. until 11 p.m. at night, sometimes past midnight, I have meeting at midnight. That was my whole 20s, working, working, working. And for that whole 10 years, I've only been to one vacation, and that was to Hong Kong for, I remember, like 4 days, okay? And even during that 4 days, I wasn't enjoying the vacation because I was so worried about my work, okay? So, you know, that was pretty much my 20s. I was so tired most of the time because I was lacking of sleep. I was stressed out. That was very obvious. I was really stressed out. And I was in physical pain. I have knee pain. I had indigestions almost every day. Indigestion was just a part of me in my 20s. I had neck pain, back pain, all those kind of pain, you name it, right? And I was also living in a lot of fear because of the uncertainty. I was looking at myself and I think, is this how my life is going to be? You know, just work, work, work. I remember being so excited and happy on a Thursday and Friday because that's the weekend. And, you know, come Sunday, I would get really upset because Monday is coming. So I kept thinking, is this how everybody live their life? You know, just Monday to Friday for the next 30 years. And I started becoming a little depressed thinking about that. And, you know, I was also very unfulfilled in what I was doing. I was actually a partner in a consulting firm, and we had about 40 full-time employees in our company. So, you know, for many people in the society, they look at me as a symbol of success. You are in your 20s, you bought your own property, you're doing so well, you're a partner, you co-own a company and a business. But I wasn't happy. I was unfulfilled. I was uninspired. I didn't know what I want to do with my life. I didn't know what my purpose is. I had no direction. No one was there to guide me. I had no leader to guide me. I was always self-doubting myself. Am I doing the right thing? Is this really what I want to do? In fact, I was even in an abusive relationship for almost 10 years, and I was stuck. I didn't know what to do. And, you know, there was no hope. There was no time for my family. You know, I was working most of the time, so I really don't have time for my family. I was so off balance at that time. I was feeling very insecure, even though on the external side, I looked great. I looked like I was doing so well. You know, in society's term, I was already successful. But in my inner self, it wasn't. I was unfulfilled. I was unhappy. I was lost. I settled for average. I didn't know how to go for my dreams. I dare not go for my dreams. So I just settled for whatever that is, you know, that come to me, whatever that's available. I just accepted it. Okay. And then I was easily influenced by others' opinions and decisions. So a lot of things I wanted to do, say if I wanted to start another company, I want to start another business, I would be so concerned about what people say, you know, and opinions, and people would tell me now it's not the right timing, the economy is bad, or this job is not right for you, this business. I would get influenced easily by that. So because of that, I didn't go after my dream. And then the last thing was my life was on repeat. Throughout my whole 20s, everything was a repeat. Monday to Saturday, Sunday was a little bit of fun, and then that's it, it repeats. So what I want to share with you is that I started questioning a lot of things. Is this what I want from my life for the rest of my life? And remember, I was just in my 20s and I was feeling all these things that I just mentioned. And then there comes my turning point. So around 26 or 27 years old, we had a new project. And one of the new project that I was handling was managing a new pop star. So part of my project with that one is to research on other international pop stars. So one day I heard about Rain, the Korean pop star, you know, the pop music star from Korea. So I went to the concert with the intention to do research for marketing. How did someone like him got so famous, so popular? So that was my intention going to the concert, not to see him sing or dance or anything. But when I got there, something changed. I experienced a type of joy that I never experienced or I was lacking of at that time, at that moment. So it triggers a lot of question in my mind at that time. What have I been missing? This is so much fun and this is so much joy. And most of my life at that time was just miserable. There's no direction. It was average. And I got upset with myself and I asked myself, what do I want to do? You know, there is joy here and there's, you know, misery here. What am I going to do? Am I going to choose joy? So I decided, you know what? I am going to choose joy. So, you know, I remember going to the concert sometimes in February, and then I heard about his other concert in Bangkok in June. So I decided, you know what, this time I'm going to go there as a fan, not to go there as a research. So I went there as a fan. And fortunately, I met some of the organizers through some friends while I was in Bangkok. And some crazy thing happened. I got to meet Rain. I got invited to dinner with them. I got invited to the after party with them. I talked to him. And this opened up a whole new world for me, a whole new belief. I was like, this is a dream. This is unbelievable. How can I be a fan where there's thousands and millions of people out there dreaming, can only dream of meeting or even getting a signature, an autograph from Rain. And here I am talking to him, dancing with his crews. So that moment changed my life. I started to think what else is possible. If this, you know, is possible for me, what else is possible? So I started having courage to dream again. I started having courage to change my life. I said to myself, I no longer want to be in the current state of my life where I was unfulfilled, unhappy, stuck, no direction, even though I was making good income. So I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to do something about it. I'm not just going to do nothing and stay still and allow just anything to come. So I say, I'm going to do something about it. So right around that time, a lot of questions come back into my mind. Number one was when I was in modeling, when I was a teenager. In fact, I got contract offer to move to Hong Kong to be an actress. I declined it. I turned it down. And so after, you know, around 28, 29 years old, I started thinking about that again. What if I had chosen to go into acting? What would my life be? What if I had chosen to be in entertainment? What if I had chosen to trust myself, what I want, what I love to do, follow my heart, versus what people tell me what I should do? I declined acting because I had self-doubt. I didn't think I could be a good actress. And I was listening to a lot of opinions from people around me. Oh, no, you know, acting is not good. You know, you're in entertainment is not a good industry. You should be in corporate. So what I want to share with you is that before my 30s, I was living my life based on society's expectation, what they think I should be doing, what opinions people have around me. So that was how I was living my life. So because of this, I made a commitment to myself. I never want to live in that mindset of what if again. I don't want to be 70 years old, 80 years old and say, what if I have tried that? What if I had done this? I don't want to be that, okay? So I said to myself, now what do? I said, I'm going to go after my dream. I'm not going to live my life in what if. What if I've done that? What if I've tried it? No, if I want to do something, I'm going to go all out and do it, okay? So next. At 30 years old, I made one of the biggest decisions in my life. I just moved to NYC. I moved to New York City, to Manhattan, the city of my dream. And I just left all my material, success behind in Malaysia. By that point, I've had already several properties. I had a share in a company. I had everything that was well set up. But I say, it's okay. I could let all that go and start going after my dream. So I moved to New York City and I started going into anti-aging. That was the initial journey of my anti-aging and wellness experience into the industry. So as I said, that was one of my biggest and best decision ever. Okay, so I want to share with you. So throughout my 30s, while being in New York, I have learned so many things. I was tutored, I was trained, I was mentored by some of the best and most successful gurus and teachers and trainers. Okay, and now here I am in my mid-40s. What have I achieved? I'm now happily married, no longer in an abusive relationship, because that's what I choose to. I want to be in a healthy relationship. I'm a mother of a beautiful son. I have 3 residences in the world. I live in New York most of the time, and sometimes I live in South Korea, and occasionally I'll be back in Malaysia. Right now I'm in Malaysia because I came here for a business trip, and because of the pandemic, I don't feel safe enough to fly back to New York right now because of the flying experience. So I'm currently in Penang, Malaysia. Okay, I am an international entrepreneur. I have several businesses in Korea, in America, and also in Malaysia, and I am also a speaker. I train for many corporate companies, and these are all what I love to do. I love speaking, I love public speaking, I love training, I love talking to people, I love interacting with people. I like growing. Okay, so I am doing what I love to do right now. I've visited close to 30 countries in the world. This was just a dream, an impossible dream for me in my 20s. I remember when I was in my 20s, when I sent my friends off to the airport, I felt so happy. Not happy because I was traveling, happy by the fact that I was even in an airport. Just being in an airport made me so happy. But I would then become depressed again because I would think, well, but it's not me traveling, it's someone else traveling. I'm just sending people off to the airport. I would never imagine that I could get the chance to travel around the world the way I am doing right now. That was in my 20s, but right now I travel every year 3 to 4 times throughout the world. Okay, and I have a very healthy work-life balance today. I work, but I also make sure that I take good care of myself. I spend good time with my family. So work-life balance is achievable. Okay, and I can work from anywhere in the world. Before I started my business, when I first moved to New York, I said to myself, what do I want? I said, I want freedom, I want time, and I want to run a successful business where I can run it from anywhere in the world. So I set an intention and I achieved it. Today, I can run my business. My business is actually mostly in America. But even though I'm in Asia right now, I can still run and operate my business smoothly. Okay, and I am currently doing what I love to do. I'm in anti-aging, I'm in the wellness industry, and I'm also in the training, coaching, and speaking industry. And this is exactly what I love. Okay, so why did I share with you this story? I shared with you this story is because I want to let you know and inspire you that even without any support from anyone, if you have the courage to go after your dream, you can achieve it. You can get there. Okay, I'm just an ordinary simple girl from a small city in Malaysia, Penang, and I am now living my dream. Okay, so I hope that story inspires you. But next, I want to share with you, how did I do it? I said earlier, I had no support. I didn't know anyone in New York when I first moved there. I had no friends. I just moved there and then figure it out. Okay, but I was so happy. I was so fulfilled because that's my dream. I am doing what I love to do, and that's why I was so happy. I had no worries. I don't think about how am I going to do this. From having a property, from having a maid, to now I have to do everything on my own. It doesn't matter, and it didn't matter because I was so happy. So how did I do it? I was mentored by some of the best success gurus in the world. I had several success gurus and mentors that still mentor me up until today. Okay, so having a mentor in your life is very, very important. And I want to share with you this. Why am I doing this training for iHealth? One of the members, which is Shelly and Mincy, they are my good friends and someone whom I really, really admire and respect a lot. So when I heard about iHealth, I said, you know what, I've always known that, in a network marketing environment or business model, people get to grow. So that's what I love about network marketing. Anybody, it doesn't matter your education background, where you're from, it doesn't matter. Anyone can grow and anyone can go to the top. So what I want to share is that find, a mentor, get a mentor who will guide you and lead you, and you will get there. Okay. And then I also learned about mind bending methods. How do I control my mind? How I use my mind to achieve what I want in life. And lastly, I use these 3 powerful tools. So today's training, I'm going to share with you what these 3 powerful tools are and how you can use it in your journey to grow with iHealth.
Bibi,
yes?
Can I interrupt you for just a sec?
Sure.
Surprisingly, we have a lot of people that are trying to join,
Okay.
and I think it's capped at 100. Is there any way for you to increase the limit, or are we capped?
Let me just hold on 1 second. Let me get my technical people to help me out, because I am so focused on the training. Just give me, okay. Just give me 1 minute, okay?
Okay. Yes.
So let me get in touch with the technical people, and then. So right now, is it more than 100?
Yeah, I'm getting messages that there are some people trying to join, but they can't because it's exceeding the limit.
Okay. Let me just get in touch with my technical people, and then see if we can increase the cap. Okay. Okay, so my technical team is going to work on that to see if we can increase it. But should we just pause for a few minutes while we work on that, so that more people can join? Yeah,
do you think it'll take long, or?
It's possible. So I'm going to have to check with the technical people and see if they are able to increase the cap.
Okay, so why don't we give it 2 minutes, and then maybe we can continue right after, because I don't want to, keep people for too long.
Sure. Okay, but in the meantime, while waiting for that, does anyone have any question? You can type into the chat box, or any question or any comment. Just feel comfortable, feel free. I do have one question. How many of you are not yet iHealth members and you are actually invited guests? Is there anyone who are not yet iHealth members? Because I assume most of you are already iHealth members. So let me see. If you are not yet iHealth member, can you just type in the chat box by typing me? I don't see anyone typing, so I'm assuming almost everyone here are already members with iHealth. Hi, Ronnie. Yes, I am from Penang. Yes, actually, yes, I understand that there are very limited talks in English. We'll be having an English talk every month. So we'll make sure that you will get updated, you'll get invited. Yes. So yeah, surprisingly, right? I'm a small town girl from Penang and currently living my dream in the Big Apple. Going to register today. Great, Celine. And I'm involved as a guest. Welcome, Best Life iPhone. And Esther, welcome to the talk. And can those with the speaker still on, can you please unmute? Do you face any problem on NMN shipment to Penang? Yes. So my advice is ship it to KL. Do not ship it to Penang. I did speak to the custom officer and the KKM, the Ministry of Health officer in Penang, because I do have employees in Malaysia that take care of my business. So I'm quite well versed with the custom policy. And Penang, which is a small state, although they have international airport, their shipment is not a lot. So what happened is that they have KKM officers on standby in the custom, and what they do is they check every single suspicious boxes, okay, parcels. It doesn't matter if you're ordering on from iHealth, even if you're ordering from iHerb, any types of supplements, they're gonna stop, okay? Even for skincare. So my advice to you is ship it to KL. The reason why I advise you to ship it to Kuala Lumpur is because Kuala Lumpur is the main hub and they get like 40-50,000 parcels every day. So, and they have only 3 health officers stationed at a custom, so they don't open every boxes, they don't check every boxes. Most of the time, smaller boxes, they just let it go. So you are unlikely to face custom issues if you ship in through KL, but if you ship into Penang, I guarantee you it will be stopped, okay? So do not ship into Penang. I did have one problem with a shipment recently, and they are just a few bottles of NMNs and they were confiscated. Thank you for your telephone number, Ronnie. Okay, we're still trying to figure out if we can allow in more people. Hi, Veronica from Kuala Lumpur. I see a lot of Malaysians here, so I feel so happy and glad to see there are actually already so many Malaysians that are already part of the iHealth global family. I do notice that some of you have your speaker on. Can you kindly mute it? Oh, hi, Veronica. You're from Philippines. Mabuhay. From iPhone. Hi, Bibi. How long have you been with iHealth? I got registered sometimes in February. I just started taking the products more recently because I was traveling a lot. So I managed to start taking the products and using the skincare recently. And I started using the serums and the moisturizer. It's been great on my skin. So I hope you can see it. Is the company going to pursue further to resolve this issue related to the shipment from Penang? That's from Klarman. Let me share with you a little bit about my knowledge in this area. The only way that the company can resolve this is by applying with Ministry of Health Malaysia to basically register the product. But that's going to be a challenge because the NMN products are in capsules. So capsules takes at least 1 year to get it registered and approved in Malaysia. So, you know, that is something probably Mincy and Shelly, if you can pass this message on to the corporate and see if they will be doing anything. In terms of skincare, it will be very easy, very simple. If you need help, let me know. I have my team who handles this area. So Mincy, if the corporate would like to know how to get the skincare registered in Malaysia, I know all the steps. I can help you with that. But with the supplements, it's going to be taking a longer time. It's going to take at least a year. So the best thing right now is to ship it to KL to your relatives or your friends. And then, you know, from KL, you can use GDAX to ship it over to any other states in Malaysia. Okay, and that's not just a problem with iHealth. I want to reiterate that again. That's a problem with every supplements and skincare, including iHerb. iHerb is very popular in Asia. A lot of people order their supplements through iHerb, and they are facing the same exact problem. So, Mincy, if you can pass this message back on to the corporate, okay? Mincy, can you see if there's more people joining? Because, you know, I'm actually only in control of my presentation right now. So I won't be able to see how many people are in.
I think it's still capped at the 100. There's probably a couple more people, but why don't we continue just so we're not holding everyone
but I just got a message from my technical team that they've already increased they've already taken off the cap. So hopefully they are able to get in. If you
I see it. It's 101 now.
Great.
Perfect.
So
Thank you.
All right. Okay, good. So let's continue. So what are the 3 powerful tools that I've used to transform my life? Okay. So first of all, I want to introduce you the first tool, the 10 stars of success, and the second tool, the theme park, and the third tool, the blueprint. I want you to remember these tools because using these tools is going to be so helpful to support you in your journey to grow with iHealth, okay? So first of all, what are the 10 stars of success? In general, whenever I do my talks, I ask the audience, what is success to you? Most people will tell me success means financial success. I get a wonderful bungalow, a big, nice single house, a Lamborghini or my Bentley or a nice car. I get to travel, and that's success to me. Okay. But what I want to share with you is that in order to live your best life, it's not just financial success. You want to look at these 10 stars of success. Why we call it the 10 stars? Stars are very easy to remember. Every time you look up in the skies, you see stars. So you will remind yourself what these 10 stars of success are. So to live your best life, number one, you want to have a healthy balance with family and children. Too many people, I even have customers that come to my personal training where they make a lot of money. They're very successful in their career, but they totally neglected the family. The children are not growing up well, family issues, relationship issues, kids are not behaving, or kids are dealing with ADHD or are dealing with depression and they don't know what to do. So what we want to do is that as we grow in our life, we want to make sure that we also take care well of our family and our children's well-being. Okay. Number two is our health and wellness. This is a big topic for iHealth because this is what we're in. Health is wealth. Health is one of the most important. So in whatever you do, do not ever neglect your health. I have been a true big believer of supplements for many, many years. I have businesses in anti-aging. I work with a lot of doctors for the past 13 years in the area of anti-aging and also stem cells, regenerative medicine. And even though I'm in the medical industry, I truly believe in the power of good supplements, which is why I started taking the NMN too. Okay, and then wellness. As you grow, you also want to make sure you're fit. You know, not just, okay, I am taking supplements to be healthy, you look good, you know, you reverse aging. All this is totally possible with the right product and the right mindset. So right now you have the right products, you have the right skincare, and you have the right supplements. So keep using that. I truly believe in the power of NMNs. So, you know, for those of you who have gotten very good results, please share your experience in the chat box, okay? And then the third star is financial freedom. Why are we doing all this? We're doing all this to help people at the same time to achieve our own financial freedom. Financial freedom is not just the ability to make money. Financial freedom means the ability to keep the money too. I've known and met too many people who knows how to make money, but terrible in keeping the money. So everything they make goes out. And that's not healthy. What you want to do is you want to have financial freedom so that you don't worry about your monthly expenses. You have consistent monthly income, and which is what I love the most about iHealth, because you will start generating residual income. All you have to do is focus on what you're good at, on helping people, introducing the products, but at the same time, every month you will generate all this residual income. And that's one of the best thing I like about network marketing, is because of the potential for passive income and residual income. Okay, and then to build a career, again, like I mentioned earlier, having a career is so important. It's not just about, you know, family, health, financial freedom. You want to have a fulfilling career, a career that gives you joy, that sparks joy, that makes you happy, that makes it meaningful, right? So when you're part of iHealth and you're promoting and, you know, helping people regain their health, reverse aging, you will start feeling a whole new sense of fulfillment in what you do. You will, you know, wake up every day with excitement because, you know, you're going to start your day again with, you know, sharing with people, helping people. So that's going to make you feel very fulfilled in your career. And then the next star is life purpose. This is very important. I have, you know, met so many what we consider successful people financially who owns many, many businesses. But there's one thing that's missing in their life. So when they hit the age of 50s and 60s, they start feeling this. And most of them do feel this. They started feeling that they are lacking of life purpose. They started feeling like, what's the meaning of life? You know, what am I here to do on earth? What is my purpose in this world for? Okay, so from today onwards, if you can, try to start looking at what's your life purpose. We're all here to this world for a reason. It's either you're aware of it or you're unaware of it. For those of you who are already aware of it, congratulations. For those of you who are still figuring out what your life purpose is, don't worry. It doesn't matter at what age you are, you will find your life purpose. When you find your life purpose, everything will just make sense. You will be guided to all your future decision making. It will be so crystal clear and you'll live a really happy, joyful, and fulfilled life. The next star is relationship and love. We also want to make sure that we have healthy relationship with ourselves, with our family, with the people we work with the iHealth team, or if you are currently have, in other careers full-time, you always want to have good relationship with people. I'm not saying that, you have no boundary, you want to have a healthy boundary, but you want to have a healthy relationship with people, okay, to give you this fulfillment. And the next one is contribution to society. This is again something that is very fulfilling. Every single one that I met, that when I ask them, when you do something that you feel you've contributed to society, how do you feel? They say, I feel great. I feel so good. The feeling that money cannot buy. And that is why I want to encourage you to also start thinking of ways to contribute to society. And what I like about iHealth is that you don't actually have to think of ways to contribute to society directly, because what you're doing right now by helping people, by introducing to people about iHealth products, about the power of anti-aging and how you can reverse aging, is already the first step to contribute to society, okay? And personal growth and development, this is important. It doesn't matter at what age you are, we want to continuously grow. We have to stop believing that education and growth only happens when we're a teenager, when we go to college, and after we graduate with a PhD or a master degree or a college degree that we've done with education. No. We have to continuously grow. We have to have a mentor. We have to continuously attend trainings, read books to grow ourselves mentally and spiritually and physically, okay? And then the next one is experiences and adventure. As we grow, we also want to have adventures in life. We also want to have experiences in life. For me, I love traveling and eating. So I love checking out new restaurants, new type of food, new flavor. I love doing that everywhere I travel to. I will check it out. I love traveling. So I will pick new places to visit every year. So this, for me, is my experience. For you, might be different, but don't forget to enjoy your life. Don't forget to experience life, okay? We're not here on earth to just work. We're on earth here to enjoy life to the fullest, okay? And lastly, time. Too many people who so focus on just financial success always tell me that's one thing they lack, time. They cannot do this, they cannot do that because time. Let me ask you, if you have a lot of money, okay, and you feel so fulfilled and happy in your career, but you have no time to do anything, to spend it, to enjoy it, to share with your family, to get experiences, then what's the point? Money is just an energy. Money is a form of exchange. You gain money because you want to exchange that with something else. So if you don't have the time to exchange it, then it's sort of like having rice but never get to eat it. It's just sitting there. What's the point, right? So, when you come to financial success, you also want to make sure that you have a balance in time, a time for yourself, for your family, and to take care of your health or your wellness, to help society, to contribute, to learn and grow, okay? So now I have an activity for you. If you can just get a pen and paper, I'll give you 1 minute to get a pen and paper. I have one activity which I'm going to help you with. So just get a piece of paper and a pen. If you already have them, then I'm going to start. Okay, so what I want you to do is, on a scale of 0 to 10, I want you to rate yourself. How satisfied are you in each of these stars, okay? So let's start with family and children. On a scale of 0 to 10, how satisfied are you right now with this star, with this category, family and children? If you're extremely satisfied, you can always put 8, 9, or 10. If you're average, 5, 6, 4. If you're not happy with it, you think there's a lot of room for improvement, 2, 3. So it's up to you. The numbers that pop up in your mind, that is how you feel. So put the number down, okay? So next, health and wellness. Where are you at right now from a scale of 0 to 10? Again, 10 being the highest, the most satisfied. 0 being the lowest, the least satisfied, okay? Number 3, your financial freedom. 0 to 10, where you are at right now, okay? Be as honest as you can, okay? Don't say, okay, I should be positive thinking, so I should put it higher. No, because of this training, I want you to be as honest as possible. If you really feel like it's at 2, just put 2, and I'll tell you why later, okay? In your career from 0 to 10, what's the number? Your life purpose, how satisfied are you with your life purpose? If you do not have a life purpose yet, it can be 1, 2, 3, or you're still figuring out 4. If you already know your life purpose and you're very clear about it, then 7, 8, 9, 10, it's up to you. Where are you at with your relationship? With your spouse, with your loved ones, with people around you? And love, okay, your intimate relationship, where are you at? In contribution to society, where are you at? Are you happy with the way you're contributing to society right now? 0 to 10. Your personal growth and development, do you feel like you are constantly growing, or you feel like you need a lot of improvement in the personal growth area? Your experiences and adventure, have you been getting a lot of experiences in life? Have you been going on an adventure, or you think it's something that you would love to have but not yet? So just put a number down there. And then time. Do you have a lot of time? You feel like you're always not enough time, you're lacking time. So put a number there, okay? So are we all done? I see some people still writing. So I'm just giving you another 10 seconds. All right, so now the question is, now that you have all the numbers, my next question for you is, where do you want to be? So assuming in one of the stars you have number anything below 5, any numbers below 5, then you want to raise it. Where do you want to be? Do you want to be at number 9, number 10? So put that down in each of the star again. In family and children, assuming you're in number 3 and number 4, where do you want to be? Do you want to be number 8, number 9, number 10? Put a number there, okay? So let's go all over again with family. Where do you want to be? At what number? Health and wellness. Where do you want to be? Financial freedom. Career. You can put 10 if you want to. Life purpose. Contribution to society. Relationship and love. Personal growth and development. Experiences and adventure, and lastly, time, okay? Anyone here has a big gap in the numbers, like let's just say number 3 to number 10, or number 2 to number 10. Anyone here has that? Can you please share in the chat box? You don't have to tell me what they are, in which area or which stars that you have this big gap, but you can just share in the chat box if you do have this big gap. Or even number 5 to number 9, number 5 to number 10. Okay, great. I see some replies. Yes, I see that, Bethany. Yeah, so why do we do this exercise? It's just so that you are clear. First, we need to be clear where we're at. Then only we'll know how to get there, right? So we need to first start with having an awareness. So this is where I am today, and that's where I want to be, right? So these will give you a guide, so that you know, okay, this is the area that I am lacking and which I'm going to focus on building, okay? So some of you may have, 5 stars that is like on the high 8 and 9, maybe another 5 stars like totally low or in the middle, so that you can use this as a guide to tell yourself, okay, I need to improve on my relationship. I need to improve on my experiences and adventure. This is where I'm lacking and I need to improve in my time management, okay? So this gives you a general guideline. I see 4 to 8, 5 to 9, great. So what you want to do is focus on this area where you have big gap, okay? If you are already at number 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, you're good, okay? Just keep doing what you're doing. But if you have any area where you have a big gap, you want to focus on that area and start improving in that area as well, okay? So next, the second tool I'm going to share with you is what I call the theme park. How I come up with this theme park is because a lot of people always say, what do we do on earth? You know, why are we here? What's our purpose? So I started having this perspective. I changed my perspective because I hear too many times people say, you know, people come to this earth to experience suffering. No, I don't agree with that. You know, we're not here to experience suffering or work hard or just to work. That's not what we're here to do. I don't believe that human beings are born into this world so that, you know, we spend like 50% of our time or 60% of our time working. I don't think that's what we're here to do. We're here to do something else, right? So I always teach this in my class that we have to start changing our perspective. How do we start changing our perspective? Think of this earth, this planet Earth, as a Disneyland, okay? If this earth is actually Disney Earth, what would it be? So I use this all the time. Number one, anyone here hasn't been to a theme park before, whether it's Disney or Universal, anything? Anyone here hasn't been to a theme park before? So I'm going to assume that most of you have been to a theme park, right? Whether as children or when you bring your children there. I want you to think back of the time you're at a theme park. Do you remember you being very excited, very happy, or your children, right? Very, very happy when you're there? And that's what I want you to do from today onwards. We're here in this Disney Earth, okay? So if this Earth is a big Disney, is the biggest theme park in the world, why are we focusing on what's wrong? Or what's the problem? Why don't we focus on what's great, what's fun? Let's shift our perspective. Let's start focusing on that. Let's look for all the fun rides, just like we do when we go to the theme park. When we go to the theme park, we don't look for problems. We don't look for what's wrong. We only look at what's fun. What do I want to do today? I want to enjoy this. I want to go on this ride. So that's what I want you to do from today onwards. Please make a commitment to yourself. From today onwards, you will only focus on what's right, what's fun, what's great. Okay, so why it's important to have this perspective? Because when you shift your perspective to what's great, you will start experiencing lesser and lesser obstacles in life, lesser and lesser challenges or problems in life. But you will also experience more joy in your life, more fulfillment, more opportunities. You know, you attract new customers easily, you grow so well. So that's what I want you to focus on. Think of this earth as Disney Earth, okay? Number two, as I mentioned, focus on all that is good. When we go to the theme park, we don't focus on, oh, this is rusty, oh, this is not good, oh, this is not good. We don't do that. We just focus on what's fun, right? And then no complaints. When we're waiting, sometimes we have to wait. I remember going to Disney World in Florida in the summertime. It's the hottest time of the year. And even though we had to wait 1 hour or sometimes 90 minutes long to get into a park or to get into a ride, nobody complains. Everybody happily wait patiently, no complaint, okay? So let's apply this in our life. Whenever we want to do something, focus on the good, focus on the end result, the right, the fun, the satisfaction, the achievement, so that we stop complaining. Why is that important? Because the more you complain, the more you attract more complaints. So we want to stop that, okay? And then no quitting. Again, you know, when you go to Disney or when you go to any theme park in the world, even if it rains, even if it's hot, it doesn't matter. You don't quit. You don't say that it looks like it's going to rain today, I'm not going to go to the theme park. You don't do that. You will go ahead with your plan no matter what. Nothing is going to stop you. Please apply that to your life. When you set your mind to do something, focus on the satisfaction, focus on the achievement, then tell yourself, I'm not quitting. Just the way I am in a theme park, I don't quit. Once I make my mind to have fun, I'm going to go all out. I don't quit, okay? So apply this in anything that you do in your life, okay? And have patience. Like I said again, when you're in a theme park, it doesn't matter. Almost every ride has long wait. You know what? Everybody happily waits there. Nobody complain, nobody quit, nobody just say, okay, you know what, I'm tired. That's it, I'm leaving. I don't want to come to the park anymore. We don't do that. Why? Because our mind is so focused on, I want to have fun. So now apply this in real life. I want to have fun so that anytime you face obstacles or challenges in your journey in iHealth, remind yourself that you are again in Disney Earth, okay? So nothing is going to stop you. You're not quitting. You're going to activate your patience so that, you know, you will achieve the end result. So this is the second tool that I want to share with you, all right? If you have any question, please feel free to write it down in the chat box. And then next, the third tool that I'm going to share with you, and the final tool I'm going to share with you today, okay, which I call the blueprint. So why this blueprint? I'm going to now teach you how you get there, right? So earlier in the first tool, I taught you about, you know, rating where you are and where you want to be. And then now I'm going to show you how to get there, how to live your best life, okay? So the first and foremost, what you want to do is to take full responsibility for where you are today, okay? If you are making $1,000 only today, take responsibility that is from all the time wasted in the past or mistakes in the past, and that's where you are today, and what you can do to improve yourself, okay? We don't dwell in the past, but we just learn from the past, learn from the mistakes so that we can change our action plan, okay? If you want to hit $1 million with iHealth in the next 12 months, then make sure you understand very clearly that only you are responsible to make that happen, okay? You may have help and support from your team, but ultimately you are your own success. So you are your own responsibility. If you want to make the first million with iHealth in the first 12 months, in the first 6 months, 3 months, it doesn't matter. I have had friends who are in multi-level marketing that hit 1.8 million in the first 12 months. In her joining the company. So anything is possible, but most important thing is you have to understand from today onwards that everything good in your life right now is a direct result of your own responsibility, and everything that you're not happy or satisfied with right now is also the direct result of your responsibility, okay? So today onwards, I want you to tell yourself, I'm going to take full responsibility for my life, for where I'm going to be, for how I'm going to achieve my goals, okay? So give me a thumbs up if you agree and you want to go that route, okay? Number 2 is be clear about what you want. This, I cannot stress to you how important this is. So many people that come to my training, when I ask them what you want, they tell me, I want a new car, my car is old. I want to move to a bigger house because my house is too small. I have more kids now. I ask them again, what do you really want? And then they'll look at me, stare at me and say, oh, that's a good question. I actually haven't thought about it. So this is one thing I realized. So many people do not know what they really want. They know what they want just superficially, but they don't know what they really want, okay? I'm going to run through this exercise with you after this, but that's very, very important. Be very clear about what you want in life, okay? Then only you will have a direction. There is a step-by-step guide, okay? And once you know what you want to declare your intention. Be very specific. Say it out loud. This is what I want. I want to be this. I want to hit 1 million in 12 months with iHealth. I want to be one of the top leader with iHealth. Set the intention. Say it out loud. You don't have to say it to anybody. You can say it in the mirror to yourself. Why that's important? Because when you say it out loud, your mind and your brain will start to rewire itself to support you. Your ideas will start coming. So that's what you're doing. You declare it out so that your mind gets the idea. Okay, you know what? I want to do this. So your mind will start developing ideas for you and support you to achieve the success. Okay. And then focus on the end goal. But remember to enjoy the journey. Always remember the end goal. If you set your mind that I want to make my first $1 million with iHealth in 12 months, in 15 months, okay, it doesn't matter. There's no time limit, you know, there's no chasing. It's up to your own pace. But once you set the intention, focus on the end goal. Focus on the end result. If you want to make it even faster, what you want to do is print it out. If you want to hit $1 million with iHealth in the next 15 months, in the next 24 months, print it out on a piece of paper, put it in front of your bed so that you can see it every day. So it reminds you. Why that's important? Because that's what we call affirmation. When you keep seeing that repeatedly, it will go into your subconscious mind. And if once it goes into your subconscious mind, what happens is that your subconscious mind will support you. I want to share with you later on about subconscious mind, but subconscious mind is the most important gift you have. One of the most important gift you have in your mind, because if you can align your subconscious mind, you can achieve success easily. Okay, and celebrate every success. This is again very important. Whether you sold 1 bottle of NMN today, or whether you sold a whole set of products today, it doesn't matter. Celebrate it. The more you celebrate, the more you attract success into your life. This is how the law of attraction works, okay? So what you want to do is, even if you just sell one bottle, or even if you manage to get invitation, get someone to join the talk, to listen to you, is still a success, okay? Don't look at it and say, well, I haven't made the money yet. Don't look at it that way. Focus on the success, that, wow, you know what? I managed to speak to someone who's interested in my products today. That's already a success to begin with, okay? So what you want to do is celebrate it. Celebrate does not mean you have to go party or anything. Just give yourself a toast. Eat your favorite food. You know, if you're on a diet, go free on that day. Just eat anything you want as a symbol of celebration. The more you celebrate, the more success you attract into your life. This is how the law of attraction works, okay? And then number 6, practice daily gratitude. Please do this for yourself. Remember, I said take full responsibility. So now that you agree to take full responsibility, do this every day, okay? 5 times daily. Think about something that you are grateful for. Let me share with you a tip. How do you practice gratitude? Many times I hear people tell me, I should be thankful. No, you shouldn't think I should be thankful, because when you think I should be thankful, you're justifying, you're only justifying that, yeah, you know what, I should be thankful that I have this. Yes, you know, I should be thankful. No. How you want to practice gratitude is to be really thankful. So how do you do that? What you want to do is always tell yourself this: what am I truly, truly grateful for? The answer will come. I am truly, truly grateful to be healthy and alive today. Okay, I'm truly, truly grateful to be safe at home, you know, and still manage to work and still manage to make money. I'm truly, truly grateful for that. And for that, I'm very thankful. And then you end it with thank you, thank you, thank you. Say it 3 times. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please write this down. I want to share with you, this is one of the most powerful tools to take you to success. You will start seeing your life started to change within 30 days. And I can guarantee you that if you practice it every single day, you cannot skip one day. Practice it for every single day for 30 days. You are going to start seeing miraculous things happen in your life, magical things happen in your life. It seems simple, but something is happening. When you practice gratitude, your vibrations start to rise very high. When your vibrations start to raise very high, you start to attract a lot of people with the right vibration. You start attracting new members, more people who get attracted to you, to want to know from you, your products, to want to listen to you. You meet all the right mentors, all the right leaders to support you, okay? So practice gratitude. I've been practicing this for years, and I don't stop every single day. The best way to do it is even say it out loud. Once you figure out what you're thankful for, you can say it out loud. I'm so thankful that all my family is happy and healthy and safe. And for that, I'm truly, truly grateful. Then you say, thank you, thank you, thank you. Try this, okay? Right after this training today, try this before you go to sleep. You will start seeing that your face will start to smile, your heart will start to open up, you'll feel really happy, okay? So practice this every day. Number 7 is realign your subconscious mind. Remember I mentioned about the subconscious mindset? What I want to share with you is that 95% of your current reality comes from your subconscious mind. So basically, your subconscious mind have the most power to manifest for you what you want in your life, okay? So if you want a brand new house, a bigger house, a single house, or whatever you want, use your subconscious mind. There's no point going with your conscious mind, because your conscious mind can only help you about 5%. Remember that, only 5%. That is the reason why some people keep saying every day, I want to be a millionaire, I want to be a millionaire for 10 years, and they're still not a millionaire, because our conscious mind can only manifest for you about 5%. Your subconscious mind is the one you want to work with. If you get this message into your subconscious mind, guess what happened? Your subconscious mind will find ways to support you and make it happen for you, okay? We probably will do another training in the future on how to realign your subconscious mind, but right now I'm just giving you the tools, okay? The next one is check your belief system. This is another important one that can support you how far you can go in what you do. Why? Because a lot of people have a faulty belief system or limited belief system, such as, oh, no, this is too big for me. This is too big of a goal. Oh, no, I cannot do this. Oh, no, I don't have experience. Oh, no, I don't know how to talk. Oh, no, I cannot do public speaking. Oh, no, I'm not good in sales. These are all stories. in our belief system. And when you keep having these in your belief system, it becomes your block. It blocks you from success. It blocks you from achieving what you want to achieve in your life. So what we want to do is how to check your belief system. Make sure that you have a healthy belief system that is positive, so that whatever you do it with full confidence. Okay, not do it half-heartedly, like I want to do it, but on a part of me feel like, no, I'm not confident, I'm not ready, I'm not good enough. Okay, so the last one I want you to do is print out this: I am worthy and I am enough. Okay, so this is scientifically proven to help you rewire your belief system. Okay, most of us are walking every day with the feeling of I am unworthy, or I am not worthy, or I am not good enough, myself included. In the past, I was walking around unconsciously feeling unworthy or feeling I'm not good enough. So how does that affect you? It affects you because whenever there's a new opportunity that comes to you, if you have this I am not good enough, then you know what? You're going to drive very slow. You're going to take it one step at a time, very, very slow. You dare not go for big dreams. You dare not go for big goals, or, you dare not do the things you want to do because you feel like I'm not worthy enough to achieve success. I'm not worthy for love. I'm not worthy to get a boyfriend or girlfriend. So this feeling of I am worthy or I am unworthy affects every decisions you make today. Okay, so to change that reality, what we want to do is keep putting into our subconscious mind, I am worthy and I am enough. So what you can do is print these two out, paste it or glue it on your fridge, so that when you're in your kitchen every day, when you open your kitchen, you remind yourself, I am worthy and I am enough. Okay, so next, I want you to do an activity. Okay, so I'm going to give you about 2 or 3 minutes to write down the 10 things that you really, really want. Okay, so if you have any question on how to do it, you can always type in the chat box, but write down now, what are the 10 things you really want in your life? Okay, so I'm just going to give you like a couple minutes or 3 minutes to write down. And then for those of you who's comfortable, you can always share it in the chat box. Sharing is caring. When we share, we inspire others at the same time, right? So, feel free, feel comfortable to share. So I see Mincy go on vacation, great. A new home with a beautiful view, great. Be healthy, great. 1,000 happy by May, great. Be successful, great. So if any one of you who has done writing the 10 things you really want, you can say done. You can type done in the chat box. Income of 1 million by May, that's great. Happy to hear that. Happy family. Stay healthy and happy, financial freedom, and enjoy every moment. Okay, great. If you can be more specific, it's even better. For example, like Patrick shared here, income of $1 million by May. By May when? By May 2022. So put it down there. Freedom, what kind of freedom? You always want to be specific. The more specific you are, the easier you are to achieve it, okay? I want to share with you a story. Why it's so important to be specific. So I'm sure you have friends who have said to you, I just want a boyfriend that take care of me. I just want a boyfriend that can provide for me. I just want a boyfriend that makes me happy. And then you know what? That's what they got. And then they start complaining. But you know what? He's not career minded. But you know what? He's not close with my family. But you know what? He's not this, he's not this, he's not this. Then I asked them, what did you ask for in the beginning? They say, well, I asked for a boyfriend that can provide for me. So I said, yeah, that's what you got. You didn't say that you want a boyfriend that can also be good to your family. You didn't say that you want a boyfriend that has a good, success in their career. You didn't say all that. You only say you want a boyfriend that can provide for you, right? So I say to my student, you want to be very specific. If you want your boyfriend to support you, to love you unconditionally, to be, close with your family, to love adventures with you, you want to be specific. Write that down, specifically what you want. So like here, help 10 members to be 100 happy leaders in December 2021. Great. From Kenny Roger. Great. That's how you write your 10 things. Okay. To stay healthy, you also from Kamaruzaman. To stay healthy, you also want to be specific. To stay healthy physically, mentally. Okay. From condo now to bungalow. Okay, good. If you can, you want to be specific. What kind of a location, which country, that will be even better. Okay. 10 days holiday. Buy a new house with ocean view. Great. Remember, the more people we help to be successful, the more successful we will be. Yes, definitely. That's our contribution to society and also like a life purpose. Okay, to be healthy by taking iHealth and great. Help 5 members to be 500 happy leaders end of this year. Great, Shelly. So yeah, so that's how you write down your 10 things. I know I'm only giving you like 3 minutes, which you cannot possibly put everything down, but when you have time, perhaps after this training, what you can do is sit down, give yourself time and really write down what you want and be as specific as possible, such as, like Shelly, help 5 members to be 500 happy leaders end of this year. This is great. This is how you want to write the 10 things that you want. Okay. So if you have any question, please share in the chat box. And now I am going to hand the Zoom back to Mincy.
Okay, thank you so much, Phoebe. That was really awesome. So, I mean, it really actually puts into perspective what success is and how we can reframe our mind and what success and happiness is. So that's really fantastic. So after the session, I really hope everyone can go about your normal everyday life and using all these tools that BB have provided. Think about the stars, the theme park, the Disney park, the blueprints, and remember to just express gratitude, to celebrate your own accomplishments, remind yourself of your worth, and be grateful for what you have. So really hoping that these tools that BB have provided can really reframe your mindset and be successful. So right now what we have is very honored to have Scarlett Chow join us for to share her story. And Scarlett is a member of iHealth. She's our senior global market advisor from Taiwan. Actually, she's currently in California. And if any of you have actually seen her, and as you can see in the picture, she's beautiful, right? She was Miss University of the World. And when she was younger, and right now she's a journalist, a designer, she's a computer artist, she is amazing, lots of accomplishments, and she's here to share her story. So we're gonna pass it on to Scarlett. Scarlett, are you here with us? Okay, let's give her a second.
Okay, yes, I am here. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, great. So happy to see all our team members here all over the world on a Saturday night. So I'm so happy to be here, and thanks for the great speech that BB just gave us. I'm so impressed. And today I'm asked to share a successful life, but I would rather say I live an interesting and happy life instead of a successful life. But I'm so blessed that I try all the dream jobs that a girl would dream of. Like what the host just said, I was in a beauty pageant, I was a model, and I have been working for a TV station as a news reporter, and I opened a garden coffee shop when I was young. And after I moved to United States, I learned graphic design, and I was a digital artist as a pioneer of this field. And then I wrote 5 books, and I was teaching in the college. So I had done everything that a girl would dream of. So I think I'm so blessed because I never give myself any limitation. So that's why I can try so many things. And also, when I make a decision that I want to try something, I will do my best to become a professional. So that's why people will think, oh, you have achieved a lot. But actually, I'm still on my way to pursue more goals in my life. So if I want to share anything that I learned from my experience, I would say there's 3 important things. The first thing is we have to know what the trend is right now. So we want to be up to date. Like, we don't want to do what is already off fashion, right? We want to pursue the dream pursue the goal that will still go on in the future. So we have to know what the trend is. So how do we know that? So we have to follow some people who are very knowledgeable, or we can say something easy. We can just see what the richest people are doing, what they choose for their life. So that's how we know what the trend is. And then look at me as an example. When I first started to learn computer graphic, at that time, I always want to be an artist since I was a girl. But when I decided to learn computer graphic in UCLA, I was thinking, well, if I become an artist, there are millions of artists out there. There are so many people doing watercolor, oil painting, pastel, any kinds of art. If I pursue traditional art, then I'm following everyone. So even though I spent 10 years or 20 years or even 30 years of hard work, I'm still a follower. Maybe it's hard to become the top artist in the world. So I have to think, what's a tool that can help me to achieve my dream quicker, right? So I start to think, what is the trend of the 20th century? I think computer is the tool, right? The computer is the most important tool in our life. Everyone has to use computer. So then I think maybe that's something I can try to fulfill my artist dream. So that's why I pick computer graphic to become a digital artist. So that will lead something to the second point. The second point is we need to dare to be a pioneer. So at the time when I learned computer graphic, not many people are using computer to create arts, especially fine arts. Most people are using computer as a design tool, right? We design logos, we do animation, but we never see people doing fine arts on computer. But I was thinking, why can I just use computer to do what I used to do with my hand drawing? So that's how I invented the way I create arts on screen. And that makes me a pioneer in this field. But of course, it's not an easy thing, even though it sounds very romantic to be a pioneer. But actually, it's really hard because you have to face all kinds of pressure that people give you. For example, people will say, oh, computer is not right tool to create fine arts. It's value. Your art has no value. So and at that time, when we submit our artworks to galleries or find some art agent, we have to do slideshows. We have to print out the slides and do hard copies. Not like right now, we can just use emails, right? To send digital files. At that time, no one accepted that. So to be a pioneer, you have to be very courage to face all kinds of pressure. But if you are sure that what you're doing is right, then just go for it. So that's the second point. And the third thing is be passionate. So if you like what you're doing, then even though it's hard, it's a very difficult way to go, you will still go for it. You will never feel tired, and you will never get depressed whatever you face on the way when you pursue your success. So I love my arts. So no matter what kind of things that happen in the past, even though people will say, no, this is not what we want, a digital art is not what we want, I will still keep on what I'm doing, I was doing. So that makes me one of the, how do you say that? When I sell my artworks on the cruises, the art auctions on the cruises, they will say Scarlett Child's artwork is not only the first, but also the best. So that makes me enjoy what I'm doing, even though it's really hard. So these are the three things if we want to become successful that I suggest. So then that will lead to the reason why I choose iHealth right now. After all the experience I had in my life, why do I choose iHealth at this point in my life? Because I think iHealth is a business that fulfill all the 3 points that I just said. We can say if we look at the trend right now, we can know we can see the top richest people. All of them are pursuing longevity. They want to know. They want to invest in the age reverse business. It's the hottest industry in the world. So I just said, just follow those people a step, then we know we're on the right track. So we can tell this is the right trend. And also after the pandemic, we can see where the whole business is changing. We're not most of the time where we have to stay at home, or we have to limit our activity to meet with people or go to stores to buy things or see people. So that will also change the way we do business. So I think iHealth, it's a best choice for us. Like last year, when everyone has to stay home and no one can do business trips, we just use our we just use our cell phones and we can do our business, and it's still growing like crazy. So we can say the first thing is it follows the trend. iHealth is the best business that we can have right now. And then secondly, we are the pioneer in this industry. We all know age reverse is something that everyone is pursuing right now, and also NMN. I can tell in our meeting room today, many people still don't know what NMN exactly is, but but it's already so popular because so many people are beneficial by it. So we can assume or predict we will have like 20 to 25 years of time that we can be in this industry. So I think we can be a pioneer in this business. And also, iHealth is a newborn company. We have such a good opportunity to be on the top of the multi-level business company. Then we will have better chance. So even though we will learn more, or we will have more challenging in this stage, but I think that will help us to be a happy pioneer in this business. And third, be passionate. I'm very passionate in this business. Why? Because I want to live longer. I want to stay young and beautiful as long as I can. Because I have so many things to do. There's so many things I want to do. I want to live happily and healthy. So I think that can fulfill the goal that I am looking for in this area. And also, it gives me time freedom. I can manage my time as I wish, and then also financial freedom. Guess when on the first day of the month, if you open your back office and you can see 80K or 100K is already in your account, how happy you are. And you can do whatever you want with that kind of income supporting you. So that's why I can still do my iHealth business. Besides, I can do what I want to do. Like I'm still designing my clothes. Like this one is I designed for iHealth members. So I can do hobbies, like I'm learning music instruments, and I can do other business while I'm doing iHealth, because I already having a financial support that when I'm building the business. So this is another reason. And the third reason is it's a very small investment, but great reward. Most of us, if we pay maximum when we join the business, it's like $3,760 if we do the level 4 and then 12 months of auto ship. So that's all you pay, and the maximum you pay. But every cent, every dollar you paid in this business, you're investing yourself, you're investing in your own health and beauty. So I think it's worth every penny. And you can, the reward that you get is, you cannot imagine how big you can get and how quickly you can get. So I think these are all the reasons I choose iHealth, and that's why I love it so much. And at last, I think the reason I love it so much is with iHealth, I can meet so many wonderful people here in the world. Like right now, our market is in 50 countries and areas in the whole world. And if without iHealth, I cannot meet all the wonderful people today in the meeting. So I think that's something very attractive. I can say I have friends and family wherever I go in the world. So that's something very interesting too, because if we want to live till 150 years old, we don't want to be lonely, right? We want to have friends and company while we grow old gracefully. So I think these are all the things I love about iHealth, and I hope you can find that in your journey with iHealth. And hopefully we can hear some interesting and impressive stories in the future when we have monthly meeting like this. And I think that would be very encouraging and very inspiring.
Okay, thank you so much, Scarlett.
Mhm.
Your story is amazing. What you have accomplished, it's really inspiring. So, like Scarlett said, the world is changing and it's changing very rapidly, especially of the pandemic. So, and many people have lost their jobs or maybe uncertain about their careers. And a lot of people may not just want to go back to work. So there's a lot going on. And so we're grateful to have iHealth and having it as another source of income because at this time, like that's just something that we can all take advantage of. And you know, besides even the money facts, like Scarlett was saying, it's also an investment in yourself because of the product, right? NNM is so powerful in really helping us live a happier, longer life. And that's something that we can, I think, all invest in and all buy into for ourselves. And, you know, along the way, make some money that will be happy and have financial freedom and live your best life. So, again, thank you so much, Scarlett. Thank you, BB. We're actually going to open it up really quickly for a couple minutes for questions pertaining to how to live your best life, pertaining to BB's presentation, where if you have any product-related questions or any company-related questions, we'd appreciate you actually take that offline. I'm going to share my WeChat information with everyone, and you know, Scarlett or myself or Shelly, whoever it may be, who are more involved in iHealth and NMN and who knows more about it, we'll get back to you. Someone will get back to you, but I'll share my contact with you anyway in case anyone has specific questions to that. But BB is going to take a couple of questions pertaining to her presentation. So feel free to type it up in the chat, or if you want to unmute yourself, you can do that as well. Okay, so any questions from anyone? All right, so I think we're good. It seems like you have, you know, presented a very thorough presentation, BB. But if anyone has any questions, like I said, I shared my WeChat. Oh, someone has a question. Okay, so I'm probably typing, but anyway, as this person types, my WeChat is here. So if anyone has any questions for BB later on, feel free to send it to me and I'll redirect it and I'll transfer it over to BB and we will definitely get back to you. Oh, thank you, Donald.
I unmuted for a minute, so I would love to help anybody if they have any questions. It's good to see you too, Scarlett.
Yes, thank you, Don. It's so good that
Oh, yeah.
you're here.
Well, I wanted to be here. I wanted to see how your format was because I'm putting together some PowerPoints for a good English group as well. I want to work with Scarlett to work with her groups and others as well. So there's a lot of important information, especially about the NMN and things that I saw people writing, such as can young children consume NMN? You know, we have some legal points on that. Usually young children, for instance, we can't say that they are able to because they are under 18. So it's not a case that they can't, but we can't make those decisions. There's a lot of different things that I'm seeing here, and I like it. It's giving me ideas. I'm taking a lot of notes. So maybe there's a lot of things that we can do to make it much better for everybody, because this is a global sensation. This isn't just a fad. This is something that's really going to help people to be strong, healthy, and happy. So appreciate you guys. You did a really good job.
Thank you so much, Don.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so I think there was one question someone had. Maybe you can help answer it. Let me see. It was why choose iHealth's NNM instead of other NNMs?
That's a wonderful question, and I'm going to tell you the reason why I chose it. There's a lot of products on the market, especially NMN products. We also have the NR, we have the NAD plus products, but the NMN gene balance is the only NMN product that is in the PDR, for one thing. We have so many certificates, FDA certificates as well, expressing the fact that this can be sold worldwide as a safe product. That's something very important, for instance, for China, other places like that, where they don't allow certain things to be sold, but we have the FDA approval showing that we're safe and legitimate to be sold there. We also have a real important thing for here in the United States, especially, is the Better Business Bureau. We're certified and set up through them, so we have that certificate as well. That's very important for growing business with the American people. They want to see that Better Business Bureau classification there. If they don't see it, then they think, okay, well, we're not really legitimate. But the NMN itself, our staff has worked very hard, the scientific staff has worked very hard to make sure that we have the best and purest NMN product on the market. When you look at other people that are selling theirs, they just give you an exorbitant amount of NMN to put into your system, and they really don't know what the effects are going to be on that. Our team actually went in and did a lot of research and said, okay, this is the best amount of NMN for a person to be taking. It also gives us a choice that if we want to take a little bit more, like for instance, I take 2 capsules rather than just 1, and I do that because I have certain issues that I need to make sure I'm on top. So that helps me to do my bicycle riding. I do about 100 miles a month on my bicycle. I love it. And this allows me to do that. Certain things such as that. Our NMN product, being in the PDR, that's a classification that is very well cherished. There's not many natural products that are in the PDR. That gives us the power to have anybody ask their doctor, is this safe for me to use? Are you okay with me using this? Others don't have that. They're being manufactured either outside of the United States, or they're just being manufactured in whatever way possible to get their product out on the market. So just remember, we have the best purity. We have the best science team working on a personal level, making sure that we're being treated as individuals, not as just anybody. And we have a great company that's backing us whenever we talk to somebody. So we're not just passing out a product there. We're passing out legitimate health products that will keep people strong, healthy, and happy. See, I'm looking.
There's a question from Ronnie. Does the company have patents in place to protect the business going forward?
I'm sorry, what was that again?
It's a question from Ronnie. Does the company have patents in place to protect the business going forward?
We're working on many patents, but we do have a patent on the source of our material, which is very important because that's what keeps us on the level of purity. Certain patents that people get don't always really give you a full perspective of what the product does. But when we have a patent, for instance, on the source of the material that we use to make our NMN, that means nobody else can touch that source. And when we're keeping that on a pure level, also the grade 1 medical grade level of the NMN, that's what keeps us in line with being on top. We just have a great backing. Our company also is manufacturing it here in the United States. I believe it's in Los Angeles. I haven't been there yet because they've got some different things that they want to do before they allow certain ones to go in there. And it's not an open place for everybody to just go in and visit. So you have to make special arrangements to go and see that. But it's a pretty exciting company to be joining. It was mentioned that we are on the level of a growing business. Here we like to say we're on the ground level of a business that's going to be so huge that we want to be a part of it now. I was able to come in pretty much right at the beginning myself. I remember Herbert. I don't know if anyone's met Herbert, but I remember Herbert. I remember Shafei, that's Dr. Wang. We were all sitting in the office, and I was brought in by another friend of mine. We were all talking, and next thing you know, I'm in the company, and I've grown from there. I went ahead. I came in as level 4, and then I took on the union store. So that's another level. Now, Scarlett didn't mention that. There's that's something else that people can do. So by doing that, that puts you in a position to be able to market our product much better and grow with the company. So yes, we have patents. We're working on others. The company will continue moving forward just because of the reputation that we're building in this industry. And our NMN gene balance is going to be a strong basis for all of that for the future. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay, now here's a good question here. It says, can those professional sports personnel, can they consume the NMN or what have you? At this point, there's no problem that has been seen with our NMN product. It's a natural product as far as like sports figures. One of my best friends is Tony Cruz. He's from the American cycling team. He also rode in the Tour de France many years, and he's taking the NMN himself. He's very, very happy to have it, and there's no problems as far as any anti-doping or anything like that through authorities that we've found. Most of my friends are into sports, so they're very keen on that particular situation as well. Any other questions?
So it seems like all these there's a lot of questions regarding training. I think this is something we're going to have to take offline and figure out what kind of trainings we can provide going forward. I mentioned that on a monthly basis, we're going to provide trainings similar to the ones BB are doing right now. And hopefully over the course of the next couple of months, we'll have more products and company related trainings, but we'll work on that. And I don't know if, Don, you can say anything about the trainings that you have mentioned that you're putting together, if it's product or company or business related.
Well, here's what we've been doing. Now I'm working on all of those. Scarlett and I are trying to work together to make at least one time a month to get started as far as a full ongoing English training session. And then, of course, that's going to grow and grow and grow from there. We're trying to find out a more simplified way sometimes for people to be able to do the business because we have our changing situation. For instance, I had many people that were lined up to start the business, then the COVID issue hit. The next thing you know, you have people that lost their jobs. We talked about that a little bit, but they lost their jobs, they lost everything that they had going on. And, so the last thing on their mind was, starting something new. But things are changing now, so we can start being more aggressive in those areas. We don't want to force anybody into this, but we don't have to. We have a great product. So the training that we're trying to do, I love to talk about the product. So I've got some PowerPoints that I'm putting together for products, mainly with the NMN, what it does for the NAD, so on and so forth. So we have a better idea as to how to talk to somebody. I also want to put these in a form that people can download and they can actually share it with people. They don't really have to do the talking. This is also something that's very important. With my different experiences through other companies as far as health things go, this is what we do to help build the products that we have. So it's something simple. We don't have to lock ourselves into certain meetings at sometimes, but it's something simple that you can say, oh, I have a video on this. We want to do this from the company standpoint. So we don't have to go to, let's say, a video from Dr. Sinclair or a video from somebody else. We want to have our own video for the NAD. We want to have our own video for building our business. You know, these are very important things, and we're working on that. The office is very well equipped with camera equipment. So far, I've done about 3 videos there. They're all on YouTube, but we want to get a little bit more expansive and make sure that everybody's covered. I'm open. Let's see. I want to put my WeChat in there. I was starting to do that, and I got, let's see. My ID, let me type that in. Would help if I clicked into it. Okay, that's my WeChat ID. So if anyone does have any questions or what have you, feel free to go ahead and contact me, and I'll try to help out as best I can. But what I appreciate too is that if you do send a question, let me know who your upline is. The reason I do that is because I want to make sure that everybody is in a sense on the same level or what have you. And sometimes when I know who the upline is, then I can also contact them and help them to expand on their knowledge as well. So there's a lot of good things there that we can do from that.
它这边就是要到几天？11天。
I'm sorry? But there's another one here. So looking forward to simple product video presentations. And yes, I agree. These are all things that I want to do. You know, we can get really complicated with things. I can really get into a lot of scientific details, but you can knock somebody out of the park, so to speak, with all those pieces of information. But we want to be simple. And I have a motto is work hard at keeping it simple. So what we want to do, if we're working hard to keep it simple, and that means we're putting in a lot of time and energy to learn about it, but then we also learn how to simplify it to the people we're talking to, because we don't want to scare people. And we can do that if we start talking about all these different things. They'll say, oh my gosh, it's like way too much. You mentioned how some people say, oh, I really can't do this, or I can't talk, I can't sell, I can't do. We don't really have to do those things. If we take the product and we become a product of the product, that's all we have to do. We can talk to people about how we feel. We can share how someone else feels. And my goodness, that's the best way to grow a business, especially in this industry.
Okay. Thank you, Don. Do you still have time for 2 more questions? There's still 2 more outstanding.
You know what? I've got plenty of time.
Okay, there's another one from
all night if you need to.
Thank you. I mean, it's a very nice surprise that you showed up. So I'm really grateful that you were actually able to join us.
Well, Sophia was, was really nice to send an invitation there, or at least I saw it. So I was really excited to be here.
Okay, so there's a question from Patrick Chu. How financially strong is iHealth?
I don't have the exact figures, but we have, we have a lot of independent investors that started iHealth. So we have a very, very strong financial background behind us. We had several doctors and researchers that have invested not only money, but their time and efforts into really creating a strong business for iHealth. We have You know what? I just see something here. Okay, we'll get back to that one. Talking about breastfeeding, breastfeeding mothers. We have warnings on our boxes, by the way, about pregnant women and also breastfeeding, different things like that. So that's something that we probably should cover somewhere. But back to our financial backing. These private investors have made a very strong foundation for us to have a good company behind us and a good team behind us, and allow us to really expand into ways that we can't even imagine at this point. For instance, I'm into cycling, so I'm building a little cycling team. I've got some pictures that I've shared online. I've come up with, you know, just a sample bottle for my sports bottle. So when I get down to the end of my run, I put in the NMN tablets. You know, it gives me a good way to talk to people. I've talked to Herbert, and he's already lined up to work on creating bottles for iHEALTH, something that we can actually give out as samples to people. He's come up with shirts. We've got jackets. We've got other things like that for certain staff members or what have you. So, I mean, those are just little things to just let you know that they're there to listen to ideas and create things that, you know, maybe we weren't even thinking about. So there again, I can put that back on the people. If we have ideas of certain things, pass it on, and, you know, we'll see if we can get it to grow. That's a good way to do advertising and what have you as well. So as far as them, let's say, giving you money or something like that, I mean, some people think that everything's supposed to be here for free or what have you. Well, that's not how it works. But we do have, I won't say unlimited resources, but we've got a lot of resources there to make our business grow well. And the other side of this, being, you know, multi-level, it's put in our hands to help bring NMN to people. NMN is not a new thing, but the NMN gene balance is something that we really want to share with people. So that's in our hands. The company is still growing, so we're still working on different things to add to the back office. The more tools that we put together, the more positive presentations that we put together, that is eventually going to be in our back office. So you can actually take people there, or you can download it for your own use to help share with people. So all these things are in the works. We just haven't actually gotten to that point yet. And I can really tell you, the COVID issue knocked a lot of those things out for the moment. They didn't stop them, but they just, you know, changed the progress of it for a while.
Okay, so we actually only have time for the rest of these questions really quickly, because the Zoom session is actually going to cut off.
Okay.
So there's another question. Are there any other NMN-based products in the pipeline?
We had one that I haven't seen come to fruition yet. That one also was supposed to have a combination of a couple of different things, and then also the resveratrol, but we haven't quite brought that one out yet. It was a surprise to me about the sports drink, but I loved it. I had no idea that we had anything like that, and all of a sudden, you know, here we were. So we might be losing our meeting here, but anyway, yes, we have some things that are in progress. I've even talked about maybe having something for animals. A lot of people love animals. I want my little dog to live, you know, for the rest of his life with me, I mean, for sure. So, and that's something that's a really big market as well. So if we can develop something like that, we've got something else in our toolbox. So another question?
Okay, so the breastfeeding question, did you want to answer that?
Well, there again, we go back to the fact that we know that we're born with NMN in our system. So we, you know, have a healthy dose of that from the time we were born, and we lose it as we get older. The only problem that I've seen as far as the warnings go, they just have a warning on the back here that pregnant or nursing mothers and children under the age of 18 need to be cautioned about the use of the NMN. So that's something that's printed right on our box. And I don't fully know the reason for that. I do know as far as the children go is because of the fact that they're under 18. And I don't believe there's enough research at this point to give an honest answer as to why they talk about pregnant women and then nursing mothers. So I can't see that as being an actual bad issue, but at the same time, the warning is there just to protect the company. So as time goes on, if we learn more about that and I get more information as to why, then I will definitely post that and
Okay.
help people understand it better.
Okay, thank you. So one last question, and I'm sorry we won't be able to answer any more. How many current members are in iHealth worldwide? Do you know this?
You know, I don't know because it keeps changing every day. All I know is that we've had a lot of growth, mainly in you know, the Asian countries. It's just now starting to really grow here in the United States. So I don't have an exact figure. I could tell you a figure today. I know it's thousands and thousands and thousands now, but tomorrow it will be thousands more because you know, we work on that type of a business where you tell someone, they tell someone, they tell someone, they tell someone, they tell someone. So it just continues to grow each and every day, and that's how I work. I work on helping people. I look at it this way: the more people I help to be successful, the more successful I will be. I don't worry about myself. I worry about them. So I'll try and get an exact figure, and I can post that. You know, if people want to become my friend on WeChat, of course, you can get it that way. Or the next meeting, I'll try and have a more solid figure for everybody. Okay, because I want to be a part of these. Go ahead.
Like 2 weeks ago, I talked to Herbert, and he said the total members in our company right now is almost around 70,000, and there are 42,000 under my team. So, and I can say it's like growing like crazy. Every week I can get like 1,000 new members. Yeah, so we're growing really quickly.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's like the last time I talked to him, he was saying about 35,000 members, and then it was 50,000, and now, you know, we just got an update as to 70,000. So, I mean, it just grows and grows and grows and grows. And this is another reason why coming into iHealth right now is one of the best times to do it, because we are really on the ground floor, as they say. We're the pioneers. We're the ones who are really creating this business to be something that is so huge in the near future. There's billions and billions of dollars spent on health supplements. I personally no longer take any other supplements except the Gene Balance. That's all I take. I've eliminated everything else that I used to take. I used to be with Market America. Most of the Chinese people that I know, or at least are familiar with Market America, I don't have anything to do with that anymore. I don't take any of those things. The Gene Balance is all I take. And it's made such a difference in my life. And I can't stop talking about it. I talk to everybody, coworkers, my inner circle, family, friends, so on and so forth. That'll be part of my PowerPoint as well, is how we can grow our business and our inner circle and then our outer circle. So be creative. Everything we do, every place we go, anyone we talk to, anything we're we're involved in, you can get somebody.
Mhm.
It's an open opportunity. So.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Don. We are out of time. Again, this was an absolute surprise, a very pleasant surprise to have you join us and, share your knowledge. So thank you very much. Thank you, Scarlett, and BB. Thank you so much for this amazing presentation. So really hope to see everyone back again next month when we do our next presentation. So thank you. Have a good night or good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world.
Yeah, that's
Thank
that's
you.
the wonderful thing about this is we can really just talk to everybody and everywhere. So I love it. Yeah.
Okay,
And you're
thank
all
you,
my
everyone.
family, so I appreciate that so much.
Thank you, Don. Have a good
Oh, you're
one.
welcome.
Bye.
Have
Yeah,
a
you
good
too.
weekend. Bye.
Okay. All
Bye.
right. Bye-bye. Talk to you later, Scarlett.
Bye. Thank you, Don.
Bye. You're welcome.